Hello YouTubers. Yep, I've gone and done it. I've built another FPV aircraft. This time it's the Ritewing Drak, and here it is fully built and ready to go. It's not yet had its maiden, so I thought I'd just give you a quick preview before I actually get out and fly it. To start with, you'll notice that the colour scheme I've gone for is orange and black. The EPO foam was actually grey to start with, so I've used Plastidip to paint this. And I've also, you can actually tell quite well, I've laminated the wings and the elevons, but not the main body. So first of all, out on the wings I have the video transmitter. This is a ready-made RC 400 milliwatt 1.2 gigahertz. Just under the wing there. I will be putting something to cover that so it doesn't fall out. And this is actually a VAS Bluebeam, but I've also plastered it that orange to match the colour scheme. Out on the other wing here, I have the Dragon Link UHF antenna, and I haven't actually got it coming out the bottom of the wing on this aircraft. I've actually got it running flat along the bottom there. You can't really tell. You might be able to see it. And the Dragon Link receiver itself is actually in this compartment here. It's not out on the wing. But I'll show you that shortly. Okay, so at the front here I have the Foxeer FPV camera and also the Runcam 2. What I've done is I've put a Y connector on the 12 volt power supply coming to this camera and split it off to the connector here so that I can power this. Now I just thought that'd be useful in case I forget to charge it when I go to the field, or if I'm just doing a long day's flying. It just means I don't have to worry about that running out during the day. Also, you'll see here I have the Ritewing Drak nose protector, so I'm just going to pop that on and show you what that looks like. So with the cover on, that will just give those cameras a bit of protection if there's any rough landings or any crashes, anything like that. And actually I have checked, although they look very close to the cover, they don't have any of it obstructing the views. So I'm quite happy with that, that worked out nicely. And then what I did was I drilled holes in either side of the cover and placed these screw threads into the main body, and then just to keep this in place, just pop those and screw them in. Okay, so just looking at the electronics here. First of all, at the back I have the Ritewing Drak motor, which is 950 kV, and also supplied 120 amp ESC. I've got my two UBECs here, so this is the 12 volt UBEC for my video gear, and this is the 5 volt UBEC, supplying power to the MyFlyDream autopilot here. And this is the same autopilot I use on the Skyhunter. It's my favourite one at the moment. I like all the features on it, and also it has the added bonus of working with my tracker. So other parts of the autopilot, I've got the current sensor in here. Obviously the GPS is just sat on the top of this foam bit here. And at the front I have two 4 amp 5 cell batteries powering this. So a total of 8 amp 5 cell, which is the recommended setup for this aircraft. And if I look inside, it's quite hard to see in this light. You can see I have drawn a little line where to put the batteries to get the perfect centre of gravity on this. With the MyFlyDream I also have the airspeed sensor. So what I've done is I've actually put it in here. So that's the airspeed sensor there, and here is the tube. If I pull this wing off a little bit, now that I've pulled the left wing off slightly, you'll be able to see how I've installed the tube there. So the sensor is just in here, in this compartment. What I did was I used a Dremel to cut out a channel for this tube and just hot glued it in places just to keep it where it is. But I made sure that this channel was deep enough so that it actually sits completely flush, because you don't want this pinching the tube once it goes against the side there. So while I've got the left wing off slightly, I'll just show you how I connected the field. So recently I have started to appreciate designing an aircraft that is quicker to assemble at the field. So what I've done here is I've got my VTX under the wing here, and I have my servo. So that's all the electronics out on the wing, which is 2 servo cables. Now what I've done is I've used this MPX connector, which you'll see from some of my other builds. So I have, there's the servo cables coming into it, and then there's the VTX cables there. So when I'm actually in the field, it's really easy and simple. I'll just slide that one in there, and you'll see as I pull that together, there is the other end where it connects to. So nice and easy, not so much with one hand though. Okay, so there it is with the wing back together and that connection made, and then that just closes it there. One of them there. Okay, so over to this compartment on the other side. What I have in here is I actually have my Dragon Link receiver, and then I also have the place where I connect the servo from the right wing. So when I pull this wing apart, the 2 pieces that I need to disconnect are this and this. Once I've disconnected the Dragon Link antenna and the 11 servo cable, it just allows me to take this wing off here. I'll be running an APC 11x7 prop. I just haven't installed that yet, to save causing myself any injuries or doing any damage while I'm still tuning the autopilot and just configuring the settings on this plane. So I'll also just show you what it looks like when you disassemble the whole thing. And there it is, all broken down, ready for travel. So next chance I get with some good weather, I'll be mating this thing, and video will follow soon. Thanks for watching.